Okay, so welcome to day two. Hope you had a good night rest, and we'll have some fun today. Some wonderful experience. I want to just summarize real quick of what we did in day one, is we talked a bit about the challenges and that we face on a spiritual journey. There's a lot more different fears, frustrations that come up, and it's good to have some solutions. So hopefully this will be a really wonderful solution for you because it was for me. So let me tell you a bit about my personal journey with my spirit guides. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, all good. So I first started. I actually like to tell a story because I remember I had a client who was a little psychic, was able to do a lot of very intuitive, was able to do a lot, and that was I don't know, 20 years ago. And he was able to communicate with his guides and during the session I was asking like 'cause at that point I didn't feel like I can connect with my guides and I didn't have that connection and I asked through his guide, asked my guides, what why can't I connect with my guides? Hi, Maureen. I'm gonna mute everybody. And they basically laughed. They're like, they laughed, and I was like, I felt a little like I don't know how to respond to this. And they're like, of course you can connect with your guides. Everybody can connect with their guides. And it's like, but I don't know how. I don't know how to start. I don't know how to, like, it's like it's just let go and know that you can, and allow yourself to just receive. And and that kind of broke my mental block around it. Just knowing that no, everybody can do it. Uh, and same thing as everything else. There's people who can do it better or really on a high level. But at some point, it's good to know that everybody can, no matter what your skill level, what you have done so far. It does not matter. You can do this. So as we approach today, allow yourself to be in that space of receiving, of allowing yourself to be in that space of, I am just going to let it in. And it's not really something that is from outside of you. And this is an unimportant key because they really are um, part of you inside your aura. They're inside your consciousness as part of your, because this is the agreement you have done before you came to this earth. They'll be there for you 24/7 whenever you need and guide you and help you and so it's not something that feels like it's outside of you and it's really important. It just most for most people it feels like a knowing that it's just coming to like oh that feels right. Okay. Or so today when we do the visualization, the guided experience, um, just allow yourself to allow that inner intuition, insight. It'll grow exponentially, and it'll feel everything will feel like, well, that's obvious, or this is obvious. What's the right answer to this? What's the next step? Things that you would say like, well, I kind of knew it, yes, but now it comes with that clarity, that deeper knowing, and a deeper explanation. So again, it won't feel something outside of you. It feel like something that's coming from and welling from within. It's an information that is just coming from that fountain of wisdom that is coming through you, from you and through you. So as I started doing this, it was sporadic, and when I started doing it, it was a long time ago, again, almost 20 years ago. Um, it was kind of a little bit unclear, a little bit like, am I really connected? Am I not? What's coming through, or is it just coming from my head or not? So here, let's talk a little bit about this. What clearly is from your head and what is not. So your guides will never use negative uh, um, tone or criticizing tone or anything judgmental tone. They will never use anything like that. That always comes from your ego, from your human self, you can say. So they always come with loving and positive. Again, doesn't need to be fake positive, but a positive outlook, a positive view on things. Very love based and very again non-judgmental, unconditional love. So always know that that's the kind of a key discernment. If you start hearing something from within, it's like, oh, but you're not good enough, you're not doing this enough. That's not your higher self. That's not your guides. It's none of that. They don't use that kind of terminology. They don't use that kind of a, again, in their level of existence, in their resonance and level of vibration, they just don't do that. It just doesn't come to them. So that is not from uh, those higher aspects of yourself. So is that clear enough? Knowing that? Okay. So negative messages, not from your higher self or from your spirit guides or from any other those lovely beings that have your highest good in mind. And this is part of how we're doing this and we are framing it. It's always going to be beings that come forth in these sessions is those that are have your highest good in mind. They don't have any alter agendas or any other things that they'd like to do other than your highest good. So that's always important to know and important to frame it in that space. So as I did this, and I'm going to go back to my stories. At first, again, it felt a little choppy, felt a little bit. I didn't do it on a regular basis, so it felt like every now and then it didn't feel solid enough. And then they gave me guidance, try to do it daily. Now I'm like, wow, that feels like a lot. Like I don't know if I can do it daily. I don't know if I have the time. And but I started because again, all kinds of excuses like, oh, I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't want to wake up extra early in the morning because for me the ideal time to do this is in the morning. Um, because if you let it happen afterwards, um, it'll fizzle out, and your brain is already kind of noisy and stuff like that. Already had the noises of the day kind of thing in it, so it's kind of hard to do. So they'll just in the morning just go and sit down and connect with us. And I started doing it on a regular basis. And first, again, it took a while to develop. Hi, good morning, Jade. Good morning, Diane. And it took a while to get that going. But I did, and it started to really feel really, really good because I started having that deeper connection, first of all, to guidance to like, okay, well, how am I to do this? What is my next step? How am I to handle this relationship? And I started getting again the validation that everything that was given to me eventually came to be. And again, in a positive way. Sometimes it was surprising things. A lot of times it was obvious things. Okay, this is the best course. Um, but a lot of time it was surprising. Like, I'll give an example. Like, okay, oh, yeah, oh, I saw this person. Maybe I should work with them doing a workshop together. And like, no, that's not in your highest good to work with this person. I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't expect that. And lo and behold, after a little while that I know them a little better, I realized that they had some still struggles within themselves that would have made it difficult to work with them. It's something that I could not see right off the bat. So it's really important to just notice the guidance and start trusting it. And this is where it really takes the next level to develop that relationship and start trusting what comes through. And the more you do it, obviously, the easier and better you would tune in and get it a clearer and clearer message. So even if it feels a little frustrating, a little unclear in the beginning, you get some good advice and some good direction and some things like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to do this because then fear steps in. And that's where the challenges start. When you go back to your regular self and like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Oh, and that was high and mighty, but I don't think that the human self can actually do this, or I don't know if I want to handle this, or it feels overwhelming, or I don't want to have this confrontation or anything like that. So the doubt starts to happen when we are out of that state, when we are in that again back to our human self, and it's important to remember, no, that guidance is the direction I need to follow. It's like your inner compass comes to life and you're getting that real clarity as to what you need to do. And sometimes it's things that you feel like, okay, no, but you know what? I don't think I want to do that. And then you let go of it. And again, you have free choice. If you don't want to do something, you don't do it. But it's the same thing as expecting to be in shape. And you can't be in shape by going for a walk once a month. It's not going to keep you in shape. It's that simple. If you want to keep in shape, you got to make it regular. You got to keep it regular, and then you start feeling the effects. So it's the same way you are developing that. Again, this is a more spiritual skill and practice. But this is it. And I can't remember which one of you have mentioned wanting to go back to good, healthy daily practices. This is my highest recommendation of what to do. Yes, Maureen, I thought it was you. Um, this is my highest recommendation of what to do on a regular basis because it really, really helped, at least help me be very aligned with where I need to be. And again, it's not about perfection. I sometimes like, yes, I'll do that today, and then I don't. And that's okay sometimes. No, it happens. But on the bigger things and on again, for me, it helps especially with like approach, how to approach this topic or this challenge that I'm encountering in my life, how to approach this, and gaining that different and broader perspective on things. And that really helps reframe things in myself and make things like, no, I guess it's not that big of a deal, not that big of a challenge. Or I can see it in a different way that like, okay, I can go through it. I've done things that are much more difficult or challenging, and now I can just let it through. So it's good. So it really is something to practice on a daily basis and enjoy and letting it become part of your routine. And it's really only about 20 minutes a day. And no, there's no excuse that you don't have 20 minutes a day. You don't. Let go of the excuses and find the time that works for you, or make the time that works for you. So it is about making those action-driven steps. So as we talk about again overall, hi Anne, I'm happy you made it. As we talk about the different parts of, again, we talked about this. This is a challenge. This is like a spirit next, going to your next level, rising to your next level on your spiritual journey. Um, this is part of the ideas, how you do it. It's not only about seeing it from something outside of you or receiving some deeper spiritual experience once in a while. No, it's about creating those daily practices that will bring you forward and move you on that journey, on that path. Instead of being again sporadic, only like talking to your guides only once in a while, once a month, it's going to help, but it's just not as effective as doing it daily or almost daily. So allow yourself to be in that space of knowing this is a good practice. This worked for me, worked for so many of my clients, to really bring it to the next level, your own self. Again, so it's bringing you to align. So if you align yourself every day with your mission and purpose and with your um, higher goals in mind, it's just going to happen that much better and quicker. And with that again, that new approach or that you need to have about anything, because we all have that. And again, I use it daily because it is helpful to me. If I don't do it daily, I lose my focus. I lose my focus. I lose my attitude. Something like, okay, yeah, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. You get into those uh, um, modes, I would say, like states of being that are not in your highest and best. So doing this, connecting with your guides, getting the guidance, knowing, oh no, okay, you can do it. And a lot of times they're just like really like my life coaches. They're like, oh no, you can do it. You have it in you. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Let go of the fears. So that's what I hear every day. And it's lovely. And again, one of the biggest component of it is knowing that I'm not alone on this journey. Again, this is one of the biggest challenges that I encountered on my spiritual journey, and I know a lot of people do too, is feeling alone on the journey. And that no one understands you quite well enough. No one know exactly how you feel about something. Your guides do, because again, they're part of your spiritual group, of your soul group, of your and again, and they have your highest good in mind. They don't have any other agenda but your wellness and improvement and being on your path of what you're here to experience. So I highly recommend doing this. So who are we encountering? What are we encountering as we do this? So this is in connection with just inner guidance overall. And what comes through is what you need to experience right now. And it will change every time. So we encounter different parts of ourselves sometimes. So it's if you think about it, our higher self, or at least higher aspects of ourself, because there's even in our higher self, there's levels in that. I don't like the name higher self, but I say broader or expanded self is a more accurate, as my guides like to correct me about that, because it's not about higher, it's about just broader levels of consciousness and perspectives on each and every thing that you encounter. So as you do so, as you encounter different aspects of broader aspects of yourself, it's good to have that. And even so, there's like areas that are close to you, and there's always those spirit guides that are really close to you that are, again, they're already in your aura, they're already part of you. So connecting with them, it's just really raising your consciousness enough to tune into that channel and just start talking. So that can take, again, very quickly, within 3 minutes, you can really connect with your, again, those immediate guides that are there with you all the time for your um, daily connection and alignment. There's other higher parts. Again, you can talk to the higher parts of the self, expanded self of your own higher being or expanded aspects of yourself. So again, that really feels like it's just coming from within. Again, don't expect anything from outside of you because it all comes through you. Um, and and let me just side note about that because it's important to say that because I think that's one of the biggest challenges people encounter when they start wanting to connect with their spirit guides is they don't know how it feels or where to get it from. So they're trying to really hear it from something from outside of them or something. I don't feel it, I don't see it, I don't sense it. So first of all, don't focus only on hearing it or only on seeing them. That's not the important part because it's mostly they're just a presence. So sometimes it's just knowing that they're there. You suddenly feel like I feel a presence, a very loving presence within me, close to me. So it doesn't necessarily feel so it comes to you in so many different ways. And it's really again about not seeking it out there because when you start to seek even within your mind, within your conscious, like where is it? Where is it coming from? You are already disengaging from that broader level of consciousness that is just receiving all the time. And again, we'll do that as part of what we're doing today because you are connecting and tapping into the wisdom of all that is. And you will be doing it and it'll just feel natural. It's just like asking something and it just comes to you. You don't have to go outside of yourself to seek it because the answers are all within. Like they always say it, but it really is. It really is. The answers are all within. If you allow that to just well up enough from within and let it just come to you, and like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And again, sometimes it mostly will come as a knowing. Well, that just feels right, or that feels like a yes. That feels like a no. So things will come just again a knowing. Either you can hear it, you can see it, feel it, sense it or energetically sense it. So there's so many ways and avenues, and depends on who you are and what you do and what your natural inclination is. You might be receiving it in different ways than another person. So don't expect it to, I only need to hear it or I can't see them. Doesn't matter. I don't really see my guys that much. I mostly just feel them and feel their consciousness and connect with them like directly, like mind to mind, telepathy. It's not I don't see them so much. And at rare occasions, they're like, okay, let's show me something. And then I ask them and they show me something. They show me themselves, they show me other things that I need to understand or know. So it's a lot more dynamic and interesting in that way. And as you do it more of those other avenue or your other levels of extrasensory perception will come online. So you'll be able to see a little more. So you'll see something like again, people start to see like even just light silhouette or just a light kind of focal point of light as their guides, and that's really the purest way. But then you start seeing more images or something like that, or so you'll open more and more, start hearing more things, and I encounter that a lot with my clients. Is like it's like can we ask them some questions? And then it's like, well, I can't hear them answering. Like, do they nod? Can just ask them. Can we ask questions? Yes or no? I'm like, oh yeah, they're nodding. Okay, so there's a communication. It doesn't have to be auditory. It can be visual. It can be other things. So and allow it to flow through. And the first they don't hear it, and then we do a few more things, and then they go, oh, well, now I'm hearing in my mind that they're saying this and this. So it brings that I think I like to compare it to the way we operate with our computers, for example, because it's really is there's actually no it's not incidental. This is the computer systems are built similar to where our consciousness is built. Let me explain that a little bit. So if you think about what is the difference between what we can see that's coming from the computer or coming from the internet, we don't see a difference. It all looks the same. If it's a video that was on your computer and you play it, you can play it, hear it, it's the same. If it's coming from the internet, it just plays and hear it the same way. It uses the computer itself to process things so you can see it, sense it, and absorb it and learn from it. But the source is different. So it's not coming from your computer, it's coming from outside of it, okay, from your consciousness. from your expanded consciousness. So even if it feels like, oh, I feel like it's coming from the brain, it's not coming from the brain, it's coming through the brain. So you can process it, understand what they know how to evoke what images that'll bring you the best understanding of words, language, because they don't speak in language. We are interpreting it in language. Okay. So those kind of things. So it all comes to like, I feel like I'm just imagining in my own head. No, imagination is your consciousness. It is. And it just has to work through it and through your actual physical brain for us to understand, interpret it, and so we can truly get it. So let go of that notion, like, I think I just made it all up. Because it'll come to you, because your regular human self will resist some of that. It's like, there's no way I didn't. I have to figure it out. Because that's what we learned how to do in our life, that we have to figure everything out with our own head. But no, don't worry about that. If we're just using the head in a different way, in a way that just as a conduit to higher levels of information that is coming through us. Does that make sense? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Excellent. Okay, so what else do we encounter as we go this? So again, we talked about we have our really close immediate spirit guides. It's usually like one to three of them. Everyone has guides. Okay, everyone has guides. There's no way you don't come to this earth without guides. We must have them. And there's again your own aspects, higher aspects of the self, and there's other things that we can connect with, whether it's highly evolved beings, ascended masters, you can say more deities, like so for like Jesus, Mother Mary for the Christians, or more no if it's a Shakti or other different Buddha, and all the different beings that can really are ascended masters that have incarnated on our earth and some that haven't. So we are connecting with also some highly evolved beings, and we can connect with them. Kuan Yin, there's a plethora of beautiful beings that are here to us. Isis comes a lot as well. So beautiful beings that really have powerful and empowering messages for you. So allow to receive that. And then there's other levels, such as light councils, which you can connect. And there's light councils for different things, different. Like for example, I have a light council that were specially designed to help me with my work. So this call them group of masters because they all have mastered the art of being a human on Earth. They all have graduated the self-mastery. So they know it and they help me design those things and my work and help me with doing that. So and there's other light councils that are more galactic. There's more galactic beings. There are other things. So there's so much to tap into. This is just the avenue. Again, it's again similar in the metaphor of it's like turning a computer on and suddenly turning and connecting to the internet, and all that information is available to you. So it's massive. You can really get a lot of information from different parts. And if you do it correctly, you'll always get things that are in your highest good. When you, first of all, just do that intention. Surround yourself with light, like we're going to do in our guided experience, surround yourself with light and calling upon those beings that have your highest good in mind. That's it. It's that simple. And then you're blocking all that nonsense and all the if there's any negative entities that might be wanting to harass you or bother you in any way. So just know it's protected. You are safe. You're very safe doing this. Okay? All right. Any questions? I know it's exciting, isn't it? It's exciting and it's and again we'll do the recording, so yeah, we're recording, but we'll do the recording so you can even don't worry about like I'm not missing or in that moment you're kind of losing focus for a second. Don't worry about it. Just take a deep breath, refocus, and know that you can just listen to the recording back again when you want to, and you when you're just more relaxed, and just do it again and again as often as you'd like. So don't worry about trying to get everything right now because it's just you're putting pressure on yourself. It is unnecessary because you can do it again tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. So you get more and more comfortable, more and more at ease. And again, it's just like I said, riding a bike. First it feels a little wobbly. Don't worry about it. Just keep going and it'll become second nature very soon. Okay? So let go of that pressure on yourself of that I have to perform, I have to do really well. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy the journey. Okay, because this is about that, about enjoying the journey and being more and more aligned with who you are in a deep way. All right? Very cool. All right. Any questions? Any comments as of now? Okay. So I'm gonna pause the recording for a second. Let's do this. Take a deep breath together. Relax and release all the breath. Another slower breath in, an even slower exhale. Really allow yourself to slow down your breathing pace. Deeper, slower, calmer breath. Just enjoy the way it feels to let go as you exhale. Feel how with every breath that you exhale, you are giving yourself the opportunity to empty those thoughts from your mind. All those swirling thoughts, all that busy chatter and noise within. Just give yourself the opportunity to let go of it with your breath, as if it just flows right out with your breath. Let it just flow right out. No need to hold on to any particular thought, feeling, or emotion. Just let it go. Let it go. And with every breath that you exhale, you're also relaxing your body and allowing it to sink into a deeper state of calm, releasing all tension, all that pent-up energy, stress, worry, anxiousness. Just let it flow right. Now, know that you can continue and do so throughout this beautiful session and release those just daily thoughts that are not relevant to our work right now. Let it go and know that this is a pleasurable experience. Now, open our beautiful imagination and imagine that about a foot below your feet, by your feet, beautiful vortex is opening up. And this vortex is no ordinary vortex. This will be a catch-all that will simply take away all that you no longer need, all that you are letting go of. And simply clear it away as if you are draining down a bathtub of all the used and murky water. So let's do that now with our entire energy system. So simply allow yourself now to declare within, I release all negative influences from me. All influences from other people, social media, society, family. Releasing all negative influence and simply let it go and go into that beautiful catch-all vortex that'll take it into the light. You can continue now and declare within, I release all toxicity from me. Yes, and release all toxic energy, toxic thought, toxic emotions, and even just toxicity overall from the body, from the physical body. Releasing all toxicity, all levels of your being. Feel how it just empties out from you. Empties. Now to complete this, do this declaration, I release all that no longer serves. And release it. Let it go. Because there's so much that simply no longer serves you. You're just holding on to them. Let out of habit because it's there. So let go of that now. Release it from you. Know that this beautiful vortex will be of service to you the entire time that we do this today, as needed. And now we're shifting our focus of attention to a second vortex that is now opening above your head. Beautiful vortex. You can already feel that beyond this beautiful vortex, this beautiful divine energy, this golden white light, this loving essence. So with your permission, allow it to flow to you now. Feels like this beautiful shower of light goes all around you and kind of envelopes you in this beautiful, comforting, loving energy. And you can feel this divine essence, this purest source energy, this life-giving energy that's flowing to you now, not only all around you, encapsulating you in this beautiful, loving energy, but also through you like an internal shower of light. It feels like liquid light. It goes right through your brain and resets your mind. It goes through the throat, the heart, washes the heart of all its hardships. It goes through your body and through your blood system, through your nervous system, and reaches every cell within your body with this loving, healing energy. Let it flow right through and enjoy it. Feel how it reaches every cell and brings this profound harmony, well-being into every cell. Every fiber of your being is now getting nourished, nurtured, rejuvenated in this profound way. So enjoy that and allow it to truly replenish you. You just realize how deprived you felt from this profound, divine energy, this loving light. It feels so good to receive. So enjoy that. And as you allow this beautiful light to go through you and to you, you feel how that glow from within is starting to emanate. This beautiful energy just glows all around you, and you feel how your aura is getting filled with that harmonizing, balancing energy that is rejuvenating, recharging you. And it just keeps growing. The light gets brighter, and you feel brighter, larger, broader. And you can feel that you are surrounded by this beautiful kind of a cocoon of light. And this cocoon of light is just becoming stronger, brighter, till it becomes this shield of light. Powerful, smart shield of light. Of the highest vibration. It allows only that which is in your highest good to come through. And that which is not simply is deflected and released. So enjoy being inside this beautiful shield of light, knowing that you are safe. You are protected. No harm will come to you in any way, shape, or form. No one and no thing will bother you inside this beautiful shield of light. And whether you can feel it or not, it is there. So enjoy that. And allow yourself to relax and know that you are protected. You are at peace inside this beautiful shield of light. Now, we'll do something even more magical, beautiful, pleasurable. And now in a moment, we'll start expanding and growing larger. And with that, this whole shield of light will grow with us. So imagine now as if you're like a genie coming out of a bottle. And with your next big breath in, you start expanding and becoming larger, becoming like 10 feet tall, 3 meters tall. Feel yourself growing larger. Expand your energy, expand yourself, just growing larger. And with your next breath, become even bigger than that. 15 feet tall, 20 feet tall. Feel yourself growing larger. Take a deep breath now, another deep breath, and just feel yourself growing even larger. Let yourself just grow further and further, becoming immense, like one of those impressive large statues we see out there. Just you, just enormous. Feel that expansiveness. Feel that growth. Let yourself just grow even larger, as big as you'd like to be. 50 feet tall, 100 feet tall. Just allow yourself to expand. And feel how liberating it is to just open up and be you. Unhindered. Your authentic self. And allowing yourself to enjoy being in that authentic self. So allow that expansion to take place. Now feel yourself expanding, becoming larger and larger, liberating the self from that smallness of our human self. And feel how now you can send your consciousness like a pulse, like an electromagnetic pulse, out there into the universe. And send it out there to connect with the tapestry of all that is. The wisdom of the universe. Send that beautiful pulse of consciousness in all directions. Feel how it goes out infinitely into the universe. It goes beyond all you have reached thus far. So feel that as you send it out. You can feel that all that is simply in the fingertips of your consciousness. All is available to you now. And imagine yourself now. Imagine yourself now in this most beautiful place you can ever imagine. A place of peace and serenity. A place of beauty and tranquility. That beautiful place is simply so inviting, so peaceful, so loving. And you allow yourself to be you. And open yourself to all that you are. Now, With your permission, we're going now to invite those guides and beings that have your highest good in mind, that are here to help you on your journey. So allow them to come forth. Allow them to make their presence known, felt, perceived. Feel it. Open your intuition and your insight wide, opening all channels of perception available to you now. And feel as if beautiful energy now is touching you on the forehead, on your third eye, and opening it further, making it easy to communicate, connect with those beautiful beings that have your highest good in mind. So allow yourself to open your inner eye. Feel their presence. Feel their love. Their excitement of connecting with you consciously. They haven't done so in a while. So allow yourself to perceive their presence in whatever way feels comfortable to you. And as you do so, I would ask them now to first of all help you, to make it easy for you to connect with them. And they'll do whatever needs to happen to help you connect with them easy. And we're going to ask them if there's anything they would like to show you or tell you, or any other way that would help you at this time. Allow it to flow from within. And as they do so, we would like to ask, may we ask them questions? Allow them to answer within. And let's do so now. And would like to ask, what is something that I need to know that would help me shift to a better version of myself? What is it I need to let go of in order to step into that next place, next level within me? What is it I need to let go of? And they can help you let go of it. And with their assistance, it happens almost instantaneously. And if you're having a conversation with them, just go on and enjoy it. And I'll just ask some prompts to help those that need it. I would like to ask, this challenge I have in my life, what needs to shift? What is the best approach to have about it? About this challenge I have in mind. needs shifting. Within me. Is there anything else I need to know about this? To make it my reality? To understand it more deeply? How can I center myself with greater ease? From all those distractions and chaos I feel around me. How can I stay centered in my highest vibration? What else would you like to share with me that I haven't even thought about asking? What do I need to focus on in the coming week or month or year? What should I focus my energies on? What is the next step in my life that has my highest good in mind? I'm going to ask now for some deeper healing. Is there anything in the body, on all levels, energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, in the body or in the entire aura and the soul level, anything that needs healing, that can be healed right now, please do it. It'll be greatly appreciated. So allow the healing to take place. Allow it to take place. Whether you feel it or not, it is taking place. Allow this beautiful healing to simply be. Take a moment and just be. Receive whatever needs to be received. And be at peace. I would like to ask if there's anything else I would like to share with you before we complete the session today. Do so now. We would like to thank them for all the beautiful guidance, the healing, the perspective. It is much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I will count from 1 to 5. When I reach 5, you'll be wide awake, feeling altered, shifted in the most positive way, feeling a great sense of well-being inside, knowing that you have just established beautiful connection that your body and mind will know how to come back to and allow it to become even stronger and better the more you do it. I'll start counting now. 1, take a deep breath, fill yourself with wonderful, refreshing new ways of being, new connections, feeling good. 2, another big breath, take a deep breath with me. And just let go of that, feeling more connected, more centered. Another big breath in, feeling so much more resilient, unfazed, centered, calm, and at peace. 4, another breath in, feeling good, bringing liveliness back into the body, feeling grounded, connected. And 5, deep inhale, feeling wonderful now, wide awake now, wide awake. Take a deep breath and bring yourself back to this room slowly and easily. Take your time, feeling grounded, connected, and at peace. All right. So as you guys kind of get settled in, I would love to hear some of your experience. Please share that, okay? And again, remember that you can listen to this again and go back into it and enjoy it further. But right now, what was your experience like? Did you feel anything? Did you sense what was the messages? So anybody who would like to start, please just raise your hand and we'll go for it. Yeah, Maureen, why don't you unmute?
Wow. Um, wow. Um, I was able to get to a place I have been before, but not for a very long time.
Good.
A place where I don't feel my body at all.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so nice. And it wasn't as hard for me to stay out of I wasn't being pulled back to conscious mind.
Good.
Came a little bit and left,
Mm.
but the words were so powerful. And I have, I know now from other work, all the work, that um, I can distinctly tell the difference between messages and thoughts because I actually feel it.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And I feel where the messages come from. I haven't been there. Started to this week. I've meditated last week. But this was where I'd like to be, and I have difficulty being on my own.
Mm.
I don't go as deep unless I have music, a voice,
hmm
and I want to live in that, be able to get there just in the middle of the day if I need it.
Yeah,
So I feel like this is a huge step for me. I feel it's exactly what I needed, and I am deeply grateful.
beautiful. Do you mind sharing any specific guidance or words,
Sure,
powerful words?
no, sure, yeah. Um, The guidance was trust.
The big one.
The, and it was more like trust the wisdom you have, trust you.
Yeah.
You know. It was also about a specific situation. Stop looking, stop seeking the answer and let it happen. Let it roll out.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm
And
a
this is
I'm the
this is
fixer, you know,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to fix anymore. And
Yeah.
you were asking something.
Yeah. No, no, this is perfect. No, this
Yeah,
is the way
yeah.
because it helps with the approach and you need to have a different approach, maybe more patience. I have an
Yeah,
example from a
patience came in.
yeah, good. There you go.
Patience, as I said, my partner and I are working on our relationship deeply, and I see every day now more and more. So one of the things that the message was laid the breadcrumbs. I see his pain. I like to help people in pain, and my approach to it, I think, has been detrimental.
Mm.
So what I heard was breadcrumbs, because I would suggest things to him, but I'd want it for him more than he wanted it for himself. So it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Lay the breadcrumbs is what I got.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you
And
for
then,
sharing. Go
yeah,
ahead.
there
Go
was
ahead.
no, the last thing I'll say is I asked is, where do I need to be? And the answer was here.
Here and now. Perfect. Excellent. Beautiful. Thank you, Maureen. I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else would like to share? Again, it's not that it had to be a uniform experience. This is, again, whatever happened to you today. Anybody else would like to share? Thank you, Diane, for making the comment so good. Thank you. Yes, appreciate that. I had another a client of mine that I just started working with, and it was lovely to hear this example because she had um, did it at home. Again, she started doing it at home, and she had this. She was connecting with someone on a business level. She was big high end kind of executive, and suddenly she received a message like to not just let it be, and the connection will happen on Friday. And it was like unusual for her to not be a go-getter kind of thing, like I need to get him on the phone, I need to get the answers. And it's like, okay, I'll let go. And on Friday, it's like, okay, it's Friday. I guess I need to contact them again. And they contact her on that Friday. So it was just a beautiful validation and confirmation that patience that you were mentioning, Maureen, and just like knowing, okay, what is the right approach? And sometimes the right approach is just hands off and just let things evolve and take place and come to fruition on their own. Because sometimes we try to, again, there's a beautiful Buddhist saying, no, you don't have to push the water; it'll still go downstream. And this is what we try to do all the time. We try to push the water because if I do something, that means it'll happen. And sometimes we need to do that. We need to take that action, that physical action of doing something. And sometimes we need to get our hands off and just let it float and let it just flow, let it happen. Because sometimes the universe works in a different pace. And most of the time, we are very impatient. At least I am. It's like I want something to happen now. Uh, you know, we're so used to on other dimensions manifesting on a high level and instantaneous. So it's very hard for us to get adjusted to this very dense 3D world that takes sometimes a long time to manifest. We're not used to it, and so we're not really impatient because we're um, just impatient. It's because we're not used to it. It's a matter of our natural inclination to like, I'm used to manifesting things right away. So, and we need to learn that big lessons of patience, of allowing again things to happen in divine timing, as they call it, and that kind of stuff. So, and sometimes again, that's the answer. Sometimes the answer is to do take the action. Excuse me. So, anybody else has any just example what they experienced, what they came through? Anybody else? Yeah, Norma. I'm going to ask you to unmute. Just click on
Great,
that.
thank
There
you.
we go. Yeah,
For me, it was just I went into this beautiful place of peace, and
good.
I had a couple of messages. I don't remember what they were now, but it was just a beautiful, beautiful energy. So that it was
Good.
very nice. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Good, good. Sometimes just being in that space is so helpful. Just like, oh,
Mm,
okay, yeah, I can be this way. That's right.
yeah.
Could be
Thank
expanded and
you.
calm and peaceful. Yeah, come Nora. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. I'm going to mute again. And it is a lot about that, about just um, even if it's on the consciousness, on a state of being level of like, okay, wow, okay, I can feel I'm just calm, I'm peaceful, I'm worry free, without any anxiety, without any worries. It's like, wow, that feels good. I can be this way. So it's good to remind ourselves to be in those states of being that are so beneficial for us. And the more we do it, the more comfortable and the quicker we go into those spaces because just we are becoming more and more attuned in that level of no, that state of being. So this is a part of that the idea of the practice. The more you do it, the more you'll spend time in it anyway. Even throughout the day, you'll just be more calm, more resilient, less no unfazed by things that before would irritate you or trigger you and like yeah, okay, does not pertain to me. Somebody else's behavior is their behavior. What is in my control is how I respond to it, how I feel about it, and just mastering your own world, and through that you master how you show up in the world. So it's a beautiful, and once you start going in that path, it's just a spiral that goes further and further, higher and higher. And I know it's a sort of like I just want to be there, and like Maureen was saying, I want to be there all the time, which is again, it's lovely. But we do need to come back here. We do need to come back here and do the actions and do those things. And eventually, though, with time, that gap between that space and where we are at is just going to shrink. And we're going to be more and more in a space of just contentment and wellness throughout the day. And again, it's not about perfection and let go of that idea of perfection of like, oh, it needs to be perfect all the time. And that's also an unnecessary illusion of things will be perfect. It's not about perfection. It's about how you are in the world and how you are, again, aligned with what you do, what you are, who you are with. It's all about alignment. And so then things become easier. I mean, can we say, again, people are like, I don't want to feel pain anymore, emotional pain. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You will experience emotional pain. That's part of why we're here on this world. It's part of that. We don't have to experience it all the time. We're not here to just be in pain, but are you going to experience some loss in your life? Yes. Whether it's a loved one, a pet, and you're going to experience some loss. Again, just a most basic example of someone losing a loved one. You will lose a loved one. Is it going to be painful? Yes, it will be. Um, but it depends on how you handle it and how you feel about it. And again, our purpose here is not to not feel. Our purpose here is to experience. And some of that experience is we learn the fastest from unpleasant or where we don't want to be, or that contrast of like, wow, yeah, I don't want to feel that again. So what do I need to make to make things different? So it's okay, but we do need that contrast to know. So how do we know we feel good? If we don't, we need to know what doesn't feel good. So we know like, oh no, I'm feeling good now. Otherwise, you don't have any perspective. It's like white on white. You can't see anything that's white on white. You need some contrast. Oh, now this is white because I can see other colors around it. So if you just see, and people have done this experimental in psychology, if you just see just white, you can't see anything. Why? Well, you can't see anything. You just nothing is. It's very disorienting. We need contrast. We need different things in our life to be here to experience. Because again, we are here to experience. We're here to experience, learn from our mistakes, learn from our experience, from our pain, and move forward. That's the point. To learn from it and make peace with it, heal it, and move forward. So as we talk about, we'll talk more tomorrow. It brings me to that space more tomorrow about some deeper concepts, more spiritual concepts, deeper How do we perceive ourselves and the world and different layers of ourselves? And we'll do more about again that um, working from that spiritual operating system that is love-based, not fear-based, because most of us kind of work in something that is a mix of both. We'll explore a lot of that. We'll explore more deeper, again, spiritual concepts, and we'll take it there. And then on the fourth day, again, we'll do some hypno breath work. Take it to in that space. Again, it's an experience from a different parts, through the body, shifting consciousness through the body. What we just did now was shifting consciousness through the power of word, and now we'll do it through the power of breath on the fourth day. And on the fifth day, we'll integrate, bring it all together, and take it to the next level. All right. Very good. Any other comments or sharing of experience? Yeah, Marie, please.
Well, I feel the word for me is nonchalance. It's like the old the the body part of me is always like I have to fix people, I have to make people happy. And right now I feel kind of selfish and kind of I don't watch it. That's an ego thing, but I just feel like no, like I drink a glass of wine. I just feel so relaxed, and it's like whatever your problems are your problems, not mine.
Right.
I would love everybody to have this experience, but I don't have to force it onto anybody or create it for somebody else. I can take it in for me. It's okay to nourish myself. So I love that.
That's right. And focus on
Thank you.
yourself. Yes, very beautiful. And I encourage you right now, before long, to write everything you experienced now, because it is similar to dreams. It's slightly different, altered levels of consciousness. So it feels like, oh yeah, I remember that. Within half an hour, you will forget. Like, what did they say? I have no clue. For me, it's like I forget completely. Why did they even say that? So what I do is I actually write it down. I sit on the computer and I ask questions. I type it out, and because I just type faster than I write, and all the answers come to me. I just write it out. I just type it out, and then it's like, what did they say? Oh, today I said they said something about that. I can't remember, and I go back and I can read it. So it's really helpful. So if you want to write it down as a journal or write it or type it up real quick, and then you can start keeping it as a record, and then you can go back to it. And sometimes you look back and like even what did you they told you a week ago, and it feels like, oh wow, it's so beautiful. It's like it feels so beautiful, so pure and clean, and so enjoy that journey. Again, this is a part of your journey now to do that and play with it and explore it and enjoy it. So do that and go for it. This is just the beginning. So go for it. Really enjoy that part. All right. Beautiful. So we will end here and we'll meet you again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Okay. Use the same connection. I'll probably send the email. If you did not receive that email with the recording, please tell me because I noticed that some glitches and some people are not in that automated email. Please let me know if you have not received that email with a recording. And if not, I'll see you there tomorrow. I would love that to see all of you tomorrow. Same time, same place. All right. Be well. Good seeing you. Have fun with it.